seals, silicone seals on your camper, or front seals at the beginning of your camper where the front cab meets your sidewall. So on ours, since day one, this section has been giving out on us, and we've had constant separation with the sidewall and the front cap. So we've got the sidewall, we've got the front cap, which is fiberglass, and then they've got the silicone sealant here. The silicone here, like I said, since day one when we picked it up, has been giving out, creating this huge gap. Initially, the dealer gave us some GeoCell ProFlex GeoCell, and that was a big no-no because it doesn't play well with silicone. So as you can see, it didn't adhere well because silicone is very difficult to get off. It leaves a thin little film where the GeoCell ProFlex wasn't able to adhere. So we heard a lot of good things about it, but my understanding is you really do need to fully get rid of any prior silicone that was there in order to switch over to the GeoFlex stuff. But after speaking with Grand Design, they recommended silicone. I'm gonna see if that's gonna play nicer. So we'll get all this cleaned up and show you guys how to do your seals. So today I'm gonna be fixing our seal up there that I just showed you guys earlier in the video. And this is what you're gonna need. You're gonna need a caulking gun. You're gonna need some silicone. So we're gonna be using GE silicone. It's their Supreme version. It's 100% waterproof. It's meant for indoor and outdoor. It has 7 times stronger adhesion. So hopefully this stuff will last and it won't keep letting go like the other silicone up there. You're also gonna need some paper towels. It can be a bit of a messy job. Either mineral spirits, or we're using rubbing alcohol because we're out boondocking and we don't have a hardware store nearby. The other thing is maybe a dab of water. Sometimes you can use this to dip your finger in. After you've laid down your bead of silicone, you bring your finger across it and you smooth it all out. And the water helps it not stick to your finger. The other thing you might want to use is a plastic razor blade or scraper. You want to be just careful going around your decals, and this will help you get any existing sealant that's on there off without hopefully damaging your decal or your walls. So let's get to it. Hey, if you guys find this content helpful, please like and subscribe to help support our channel so that we can continue to deliver content for all of you. And it also lets us know that we're on the right track. So thank you very much for your support. We really appreciate it. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna peel all of this off. To help assist me with that, I'm gonna get my plastic scraper that I showed you in the tools that I had. So this is coming off pretty easy, just pulling it. Plastic scraper will help me get off sections like this. And then we're gonna clean up the area with rubbing alcohol, or you could use mineral spirits. Rubbing alcohol is all we have on hand. Again, we're out in the middle of the desert boondocking, so we don't really have a lot of options to go and get the right products that we need. Once everything's cleaned up, there's no dirt or debris, we're gonna go ahead and use that GE sealant. So cleaning this up wasn't actually too bad. You can see using that plastic scraper and the rubbing alcohol really helped out here. So that rubbing alcohol basically just loosens up the silicone and kind of helps get rid of that film, and then the plastic scraper just helped me get underneath it to kind of get it going so I could peel it off, or the plastic scraper would help make it flake off. So right here is where the existing seal is. This is all good. Same with way up there, up here. But then you can see underneath, I do have a couple spots where there's a little bit of a gap. So we're gonna shoot some silicone into those, and then we're gonna put a bead along between this plastic trim piece and our wall here, all the way down. And then what I like to do when working with any sort of caulking or silicone is to dip one of my fingers in water, again, to help prevent the sealant from sticking to my hand. And then I just gently run it along to smooth it out. And that's how a lot of people end up getting this nice smooth finish here afterwards. If you don't want to get your hands dirty, there's tools out there that are either plastic or rubber, and it helps you make that nice radius sort of finish. So far, I am a huge fan of this GE Supreme Silicone. It's been incredibly easy to work with, a lot easier than a lot of other sealants that I've used in the past. So, got that bead down. Looks pretty good in my opinion. Definitely not a professional. Definitely a DIY kind of guy. So, I know some of you might say, hey, that's a really wide bead, you spread it out quite a bit there. In my opinion, I really don't care how wide it is as long as it stays sealed. I just do not want water coming in, so yeah, maybe from the factory they can get their bead, you know, nice and super thin, and you know, maybe mine's, you know, a lot thicker, but this side over here has, on this side, has been giving out quite often. Anytime we seal it, it seems like a couple days later, whenever we go to move it, it comes apart. So, like I said, I'd rather have too much than not enough, and I'm gonna keep an eye on it, but yeah, that's how you do it. And using the water trick, just wetting down a finger and coming across, super easy, super smooth, and the GE stuff seems to clean up really well. I just use a wet cloth and it came right off my fingers, so we're gonna move here in 2 days. So we'll see if it makes the 2.5 hour journey from Death Valley all the way back across to Valley of Fire.